Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan spoke to journalists on his flight en route to Turkey from the Balkans on Thursday. President Erdoğan evaluated his latest visits to Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, and Croatia.
We concluded extremely important visits at a critical time in terms of regional developments. In all my contacts, I emphasized our support for the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Bosnia and Herzegovina. I stated that our country will continue to do its part. I believe that we have come a long way in overcoming existing problems.
Relations with Greece constitute as one of the most important aspects of the Turkish foreign policy. Both countries are NATO allies and share the same geography. Several interrelated problems in the Aegean Sea and Mediterranean, however, exist between Turkey and Greece.
The attitude of Greece towards Turkey is inexplicable. There are violations they have committed in the Aegean, there are harassments against our aircraft, some of which are performing NATO missions, and there are aggressive actions, including radar locking with S-300 missiles. In the context of maritime jurisdictions, there are maximalist claims that they try to impose on us in the Aegean and the Eastern Mediterranean. This attitude is unacceptable.
With the mediation of Turkey and the United Nations, Ukraine and Russia signed an agreement in Istanbul in July on the resumption of Ukraine's grain shipments from Black Sea ports. The grain initiative has been operational for more than a month, and during this period, 3 ports of Chornomorsk, Odessa, and Pivdeni have exported more than 2 million tons of grain and other foodstuffs.
I support Mr. Putin's claims that the grain goes to rich countries, not to poor countries, because the real problem here should be to revive the poor countries from this grain corridor and ensure that the poor countries get their share from here and overcome this troubled period. But that doesn't appear to be the case at the moment. In other words, as Mr. Putin said, those ships are going to either developed or developing countries.
European governments are scrambling to avert a full-scale energy crisis after Russia's last-minute decision to halt gas deliveries through the key Nord Stream pipeline indefinitely. One of the main goals of Turkey's energy strategy is to diversify routes and resources to strengthen its energy supply security. Turkey aims to contribute to regional and global energy security and to become a regional trade center in energy.
Europe is not as comfortable and peaceful as one might think. This winter will not be easy for Europe. It will be very problematic and it will be a very heavy winter in terms of finance. This is going somewhere very different. There is such a situation. Thankfully, we do not have such a problem for now, as Russia has not imposed any sanctions on us.
Turkey has conducted several counter-terror operations in northern Syria based on Article 51 of the United Nations Charter, allowing states to assert their right to self-defense. Turkey has started to take new steps regarding the remaining parts of the works, which are launched to create 30 kilometers deep secure zones along its borders with Syria. An operation against the PKK terror group Syrian offshoot PYD-YPG is expected to start as soon as the Turkish military forces, intelligence and security units complete their preparations.
We will not allow these terrorist organizations to pose a threat to our national security. That's why we've said that we need to do the necessary work in this direction on the field, and we are doing this work. Our efforts against separatist terrorist organizations are actually the guarantee of Syria's unity and territorial integrity, but the regime has not and is not developing any attitude toward them until now. We may come suddenly one night.